muevo por aquí y me muevo por allá. Dime si soy sexy igual. Me dice baila, 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 flaquita o gordita, baila, baila, alta, chaparrita, baila, baila. Las mujeres son sexy igual. Y cuando me dicen tus pantalones se te van a romper, yo les contesto, en el Swap Meet me compro 3. Y si me dicen, esta tortilla no te vayas a comer, yo les digo que hasta chilito y quesito le voy a poner. Y como en Blancanieves al espejo le pregunto, dime mi espejito lindo, no seas malito. Y me miro por aquí y me miro por allá. Dime si me veo sexy, me muevo por aquí y me muevo por allá. Dime si soy sexy igual y me miro por aquí y me miro por allá. Me miro tanto que me vuelvo loca y me muevo por aquí y me muevo por allá. Las mujeres son sexy igual.
Hello, everybody. I'm Veronica La Consentida, here with you on Tu Musica Mi Casa. I will be relaunching my Tu Musica Mi Casa podcast. I am looking for artists. I am looking for any genre. I want all music. So if you are an artist or a band or someone that would like to be on the show, please reach out to me through Messenger. Also, I will be trying to get the Musica Mi Casa back on local TV in Las Vegas. So for the opportunity for these artists to be able to get on TV in Las Vegas on our local antenna channels, because some people, they don't have cable. You know, they watch Netflix and then just watch antenna TV. This would be a perfect opportunity for you. Please let me know if the sound is coming through. I'm actually going to check that right now just to make sure that this is actually happening. Okay, so I'm not able to check it. Okay, no problem. Anyways, so I have a couple of announcements to make. That's why I went ahead and went and got on here live. I'm like so tongue twisted today. I don't know what's happening, but everything's fine. Yeah, I have a couple of announcements to make, and I just wanted to get as many people on here as I can, so you guys can hear what's happening. Hello, everybody that's coming in, tuning in. I have a few announcements to make, and I just want to make sure that the information gets out. First announcement, as you saw the video, auditions. I've talked about doing a Tejano version of my song Mujeres Sexys. And I am very excited about these auditions. Okay, if anyone has any questions about these auditions, please reach out. They are May 4th. May 4th. I've got this happening right here. Okay. May 4th at the Gorilla Sports Bar, 3 o'clock. We will have food, ladies and gentlemen, because I do want ladies and gentlemen. We have a couple of acting parts. I've got to pick certain lead parts. We are going to have a blast, okay, because we have DJ Mariano playing the best of the best, spinning the best jams for you ladies to dance to. You don't have to dress as if you're dressing for the video. Wear whatever you want. Just wear something. Wear whatever you want, but wear something, please. Yeah, 21 or over, it is a bar. So we got to make sure we follow the rules. They always have every Sunday something called Sunday Fun Day. And after the auditions, you're welcome to stay. They have karaoke. As you know, we have an amazing sponsor that day. we will be having food provided by La China's Bar and Grill. Blessed, blessed, blessed. I'm very, very blessed because hi Johnny, hi Johnny. I'm very blessed because I didn't know that this was happening behind the scenes. And the owner of the Gorilla Sports Bar says, we have a sponsor. She wants to sponsor the food. So I'm like, what better audition than to dance your butt off and then get to eat something and take in the calories that you just burned. Right? I mean, that's like, isn't that exciting? So I just want you guys to know I am very grateful. La China's Bar and Grill, thank you so much. I can't wait to meet you. Maybe they're going to even audition the people bringing in the food. So that was my announcement about that. Gorilla Sports Bar, 3 o'clock, May 4th, Sunday fun day, karaoke after, hang out, relax. We're going to have a blast. Okay, if you have any questions about the auditions, ask me. Some people are like, well, what are we going to do? What are we doing for the auditions? Like, how is this going to go? The way it's going to go is you're going to show up. We're going to give you a number. You're going to be on a list with all the ladies that are trying out for the video. DJ Mariano is going to play any song he feels like it. And you are just going to show me how you dance. Just a little bit, not a lot. I'm going to write down your name. I'm going to write down some notes about, about whatever I saw. And then once I have the whole list, you are going to get a call back. So when you get there, you are going to fill out a release form that allows me to videotape you, and you're giving me permission to videotape you because I want your permission. I don't want you later to say, well, I didn't want you taping me. So you will have to sign a release form, and you'll give me your information, your email address, your phone number. And then once you're done, you're going to go grab something to eat, sit down and watch the rest of the girls. It'll be a blast. We're going to have a blast. Like, that's going to be fun. So that's what's happening with that. Anybody that has any questions, hi, Gabriel. Hola. Anybody that has any questions about what's happening, reach out to me. Ask me. I like questions. I really do. Especially if it's a project that I've been really like visualizing. I can't wait to share the vision with you. Okay. Men, we do want you there. Okay. There's going to be some parts in the bar, acting, improvising, acting like you're having a great time. You probably will be having a great time, but drinking something, just some acting at the bar. We need someone to act like, different parts that we would be doing. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the video one more time of the original Mujeres Sexys. Then I redid it banda, and that was another style of video. But I want you to look at the first one because the first one is more like the idea. It's going to be different. The music is not going to be the same because we are doing it Tejano style. I have the best of the best producers making this song Tejano style. Now, I don't know where TDK is at, but he was always all about making Mujeres Sexys Tejano style. So if you are around TDK and you do see this, guess what? We're going to do what you said that was going to be cool. Okay? So let's watch it again so that way you guys can get the idea.
Mujeres, tallas 8, 9, 10, escúchenme mujeres, X1 doble X3. Un señor me dijo que las gorditas no deben bailar, que solo las flaquitas se miran sexy en la popularidad. Y me han dicho, ay, qué bonita te puedes ver, si solo un poquito la dietita puedes obtener. Y como en Blancanieves al espejo le pregunto,
So there you go. That was the very first version of Mujeres Sexys. And if you guys haven't heard the story of why I even wrote that song, um, it's an interesting story. You know, there was a lot of judgment in the music industry when I first got started, and people just were very judgmental. I took it to heart. You know, I knew that I wanted to perform, and I knew that I could, you know, do something big in the music industry, but it was very much about image and very much about, um, you know, showing this, showing that, you know. And I wasn't in the position to do that. I was a more voluptuous figured woman, and I was a very how would I say it? I wasn't your typical like supermodel. I mean, you know, I wasn't that, and that wasn't why I was doing it. I wanted to sing because I just loved performing, and I loved touching people with whatever I was performing, and touching hearts with music. And so it almost made me a little bit frustrated. And I said, I'm going to write a song about it. And I'm going to say things like the whole part about cuando me dicen mis pantalones se te van a romper. Like I said, yo les contesto en el swap meet me compro tres. And otherwise, it shouldn't matter to you what's happening. Like I know what I look like. I have a mirror. You don't have to remind me and tell me this is how you look. You look, you know, all these things. And so I kind of just went back like, and if you tell me don't eat that, I'm gonna put, you know, quesito y chilito on the tacos. Like, stop telling me that. You know, let me figure it out. So I know that's kind of crazy to think that way, but you get kind of frustrated. You know, my mom was a heavyset woman, and she would always say, I have a mirror. You think I can't see it? Like, you are not telling me anything new about my weight. But by no means, like I tell everybody, am I promoting not to take good care of your health. Definitely take good care of your health and make sure you're cautious when you're not feeling well, or when you are overdoing it, you know. But the judgment was the thing. So I just wanted to empower the women to say, look, we are all beautiful. Everyone has struggles, whether it's your weight, whether it's something else, whether it's depression, whatever it is, like picking at people about it isn't going to make it better. So that's just my message, empowering women that they're all beautiful, that they're all sexy, that we all have our things. Sí, baila, baila, Gabriel. Ya vi su mensaje. Baila, baila, baila. Ya. So vamos a hacer este video que se llama Mujeres Sexys, pero lo voy a hacer en estilo tejano. So that is one of the things. I just want to make sure that you guys know that the auditions are May 4th at the Gorilla Sports Bar. The funnest place on earth to me. That place is so much fun. The vibe is so cool. The owners are amazing. Only great, awesome things I could say about that bar. If you haven't gone there, you're really, really missing out. Ask a lot of people that have gone, and they're going to be like, you need to go. The vibe is family, loving, uplifting, positive. That's what you get at the Gorilla Sports Bar. And that's why that is the place that I chose to do this video, because bringing these women in to stand for something that I'm standing for, I wouldn't have picked anywhere else. I wouldn't have. That is the spot. And if the owner's watching, I love you, and I'm thanking you for all you are doing for me. All right, so we move on. That was one announcement. Again, I'm going to show the flyer one more time. Food sponsored by La China's Bar and Grill. Mariano will be spinning the best of the best for your auditions. 3400 South Flores. 3400 South Flores. Okay? Yeah. Actually, let me make sure that it is 3400 South Flores. Ay, Veronica. You know, I talk to myself. It's It's just part of my life. Yes, 3400 South Flores. See, I guessed it right. Okay, 3400 South Flores. Okay, be there. Women, all sizes, all ages. I don't care if you're way over age, if you feel like you can do the sexy thing, you come out there, okay? Señoras, come out there. Show me what you've got. Let's have fun and let's enjoy each other and uplift each other as women, okay? Second announcement. This is my second announcement. I am having another honey dance in Las Vegas. Yes, sir. Sí, señor. Voy a tener otro evento en Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada. Not Las Vegas, New Mexico. Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, we are going to have a party. I am releasing my Tejano album in Las Vegas. Now, Vegas knows that I sing all kinds of genres, but they didn't know that I have a full-blown new album with 10 tracks in the Tejano genre. They don't know. So I'm going to invite all the people that have been supporting me all of these years. As a matter of fact, an announcement I have, Mr. Joe Cortez will be there. He will be there and be in puro color for you guys to take pictures with him, meet him, ask him questions. Mr. Joe Cortez is the Hall of Fame boxing referee that was in my video of my first Tejano song, Me Desalojaste de Tu Corazón. He will be there. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. We've got all kinds of awesome people that are going to be performing. We've got 805 Cali Tejanos coming from California. We've got 520 Tejanos coming from Arizona. And of course, we've got Conjunto Diferencia coming out again to show Las Vegas what they're all about. And we have to bring DJ Ray back out, because DJ Ray, he's putting his light bulbs in Las Vegas right now, and one day he's going to just shine bright all over Las Vegas. I'm hoping that the people get to know DJ Ray and will bring him all the time to be in these big events in Las Vegas. That's my goal. You know, I have a lot of vision for Tejano music, Conjunto music, and Tejano DJs. I know how awesome it would be if every single one that I know is able to play in Las Vegas, and I know this. I can't do it all at once, and I can't do it by myself, but the vision is to bring this to Las Vegas. Now, remember, Vegas doesn't know what this music is. So when we finally get Las Vegas to know what it is, you guys are going to be huge successes. And I'm trying to open these doors. A lot of people don't understand my vision. I know we have the Tejano Takeover once a year for 4 days. And people go, Veronica, there's already Tejano. No. 4 days is not enough to know what Tejano is. Everywhere in Las Vegas that I turn, there's no promotion of this convention. The only place I see the Tejano Takeover promotion is on the marquee of the Westgate. That's it. I don't hear it on the radio. I don't see it anywhere. So I have taken on the challenge of getting people from Las Vegas to hear Tejano music. And I'm working on it every single day. It's challenging because Vegas is, regional Mexican city when it comes to the Latinos, and maybe salsa a little bit, maybe that's about it. Maybe reggaeton a little bit. But for me, I love the challenge. Because I know that if Las Vegas hears all this wonderful music, now when the convention comes in town, they're going to be running to buy those tickets because they want to go hear the music that they've been hearing all year long of these different artists. So if those artists are coming in town, you are going to have a lot more people. So to make the air clear, I'm actually helping the industry break into Las Vegas. And I'm really excited and honored and humbled that I'm the one that's going to move it. I would like to bring in these big artists because I have fallen in love with the music. I'm not from Texas, but in another life, I must have been born there. I'm serious. I must have been born there in another life because it makes me feel full when I hear, we just went and saw Bobby Pulido last night. And I was like, why wasn't I born here? Like, why do I love this so much? Why does that get in my blood? Why do I feel so comfortable in Tejano music? Oh, Gabriel is saying, I like Tejano music the same like you like norteño, banda, mariachi. Yes. I mean, I've sang all of them. You know that because you watch me. But I don't know what it is about Tejano that I just feel like it's part of me now. And so I'm really wanting to bring it to my city. But with that being said, I thought about doing the honey dance again, and I thought, I got to build it. I got to keep building it little by little. And these groups that are coming, even DJ Ray, they are helping me build it for the local Las Vegas. The ones that know about Tejano that come to the convention, they know about it. But what happens to the Latinos in Vegas? They don't know about it. They don't know anything about it. So help me, support me, pray for me so I can get this genre into all of Las Vegas, all the casinos, all the different restaurants, for them to be able to hear it. So I could bring all these artists that never had an opportunity. And who knows? I mean, there may be even opportunity for residencies. You never know. You just never know. I dream big. So I'm dreaming, I'm pushing, I'm excited, and I am not going to stop until something opens up. So please come out to my event because that's the start. I'm inviting locals to my event so they could see the music. And we're going to try and advertise it a lot in my city. And yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. And that is my announcement. So the Honey Dance is on July 10. As you can see, we have Jesse Torres asked me if he could MC. And I said yes. I mean, any support that I can get is awesome for me. Like I said, we have Conjunto Diferencia, we have DJ Ray. I'll be performing because I'm releasing my album, Tejano 520, 805 Cali Tejanos, and my dancers will be coming in town as well from San Antonio to accompany me on stage. Now, this is on July 10. This will be after your event at the Westgate. I will be having some free transportation from there to my event. Please reach out to me. Please reach out to me. At this event, the tickets are $10 and you have to buy them online. So I'll be putting the link on my pages, all my pages. Michael Salgado is my favorite Tejano. Oh, yes, I met him. He's sweet, sweet, sweet person. He will also be in Las Vegas, I think, at that same time. I don't know exactly where, but I think he's performing some days after that in Vegas. So please, the place is called Motown Express Theater, 9175 South Las Vegas Boulevard. Yes, the place is, thank you. And the place is on Las Vegas Boulevard. It is. It's close to the South Point Casino. So we are going, you can say we had a performance on Las Vegas Boulevard. Thank you, Gabriel. He said, and Veronica La Consentida too. So definitely, Definitely, please come out, please support, and help me spread the word. Hello, Gavino. Bless you. Oh, thank you, Leal. Blessings to you, sweet amiga. Hoping to meet you soon. Yes, definitely. I would love to meet you. I see you all the time, and I congratulate you on all the things that you are doing. I hope one day to meet you as well. If you ever come out to Las Vegas, let me know. Okay, let me know. So those were the two announcements: the auditions and the honey dance. Also, one more announcement. So I got nominated for a few categories for the All Star Music Awards, and I just wanted to I put a little thing together for my nominations. If you see me on the ballot, I would truly appreciate, with all my heart, y todo corazón, if you would vote for me. I would love to bring that to Las Vegas. I would definitely love to bring it to Vegas. Here's a little something I put together.
A darme tu cariño, ven a darme tus caricias. No quiero que vayas a darme un cruel adiós que no es sincero.
So I was nominated for a few of those categories. The link, I mean, the link is kind of like a long link. It will be on my page as well. I'm going to post this video, and above the video will be the link. You have to vote for everyone, even if you don't know some of those artists. Every category has to be voted for in order for you to vote. But the ones that I am on is, Song of the Year with the Lara Canales medley, Album of the Year. That's a really important one to me. My album released last year in December, and I mean, it's been out since then, so it's been about 4 months. But I've been pushing my album. Every single song was released as a single, so you pretty much know the whole album. But that's a biggie. This is the album right here. You can find it online on all your social media platforms. People, oh, we don't use CDs anymore. A lot of people say, do you have CDs? And some people say, we don't use CDs. I mean, if you give them a flash drive, they don't even know where to put it in their car. They want it online. So I don't know. I made CDs. Oh, thank you, Gabriel. Thank you. I made CDs, and I sell them for $10, the physical CD, and I'll send it to you signed. And I'll also send a poster signed if it's something that you would want. And yeah, I mean, as an artist, I don't know if I'm speaking for all artists, but we invest a lot of money, a lot of money, and we don't know if we're gonna get returned on it. I mean, we really don't, because things are so different now. So when you do buy a CD, that pays for plane ticket, that pays for outfits, that pays for the recording of the producer. I mean, each song costs a pretty good amount of money. Then you got the mastering. I mean, you guys that are artists, there's a lot that goes into recording. um it's not like before, where people would invest thousands and thousands of dollars in you, and then you just pay them back with all your live performances. When you're an indie artist, which means independent artist, we put in a lot. We put in a lot, and we just put it in like an investment, hoping that the people will buy, that the people will stream, that the people will download your material. I have a lot of material online. I have about 6 albums. I mean, Gabriel knows. He's probably been seeing all my stuff from the past. I have two banda albums. I have a gospel album. I have a children's album, and I'm working on a new album. But this is my pride and joy right here. This one. This was a dream come true. That's why I named it Mi Sueño. It really was a dream come true. And before I go on, I also want to thank all the people that have helped make my dream come true. I'd like to say thank you to Gavino Perez. You guys have seen all of his posts. He's working really hard. he just did a really fabulous job getting a bunch of different things for me, and I highly recommend him. He has really stepped up to the plate since we started, and I appreciate you, Gavino. I do. I appreciate all you've done for me and what you're continuing to do for me. La Jolla Promotions, thank you very much for all you did for me. We are independently from each other now, but I truly feel grateful for all that she did, as we were working. And I'll never forget all the things that she's done for me, because every little piece counts. Lila's Promotion, thank you so much. Juan, thank you so much. Just all of your guys' belief in me. I come from Las Vegas, a stranger to the industry, and it's like everybody embraced me and just took me under their wing and said, okay, we'll help you do this, we'll help you do that. I mean, there's countless people, my producers. I want to say thank you to Javier Villarreal for believing in me the first time he heard my voice, and he had me get in there and record, like, just that second, go in there, let's record something. And here we are, a year and 4 months later, and we're still creating, and we're still making music, and we're making great music. I mean, I have the best of the best. Thank you to his brother, Panchito Villarreal, that has always been there too, to kind of just overhear a few things sometimes and give his input. I mean, all of those things matter. Everybody matters. Um, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. All right, so those were my announcements. The other day, I got a recognition without even realizing I was going to get a recognition, and it was kind of like a surprise. It literally like shocked me, because I had sang at these events where they would give out these recognitions to these big artists. And they were artists like Juan Gabriel. I mean, when he was alive, I mean, they gave them to, like, who else? Just so many people. I can't even think. There's just so many people they gave these recognitions to. They even gave one to Johnny Canales. So when they sent this recognition to an event where I was going to be and just brought it out, I was like, I didn't even expect it, but I want you guys to see a little bit of it.
De la Asociación de Prensa, Radio y Televisión, y el presidente del Paseo de la Fama, traigo un reconocimiento por la trayectoria artística, la perseverancia de Verónica López. Verónica, aquí tienes un regalo, algo muy emblemático aquí en Las Vegas. A ver, bravo. El Paseo de la Fama, el señora Pablo Zavala. Hoy nomás.
Muchas gracias.
Muy bien.
No quiero que me graben llorando.
So I want to say thank you to Jaime Estrada. Jaime has been my Spanish publicist here. Well, not here. I'm in San Antonio right now, but my Spanish publicist in Las Vegas. And muchas gracias, Jaime, de verdad. Te agradezco todo tu apoyo, todo lo que has hecho por mí. Y vamos a seguirle. Jaime is giving it all he can with publicity wise for the Honey Dance, for the bands. So the bands that are coming to my event, they're going to get a lot of exposure in Las Vegas. And that's the whole thing. Because I'm an artist, I have the interests of the artist. I have the interests of the artist because I feel that when you're a promoter, your main focus is your artist. That's your product. I don't know how else to put it. So I'm artist, but when I'm bringing bands to Las Vegas, my heart is like, I want them to get on the radio. I want them to be seen. I want Las Vegas to know who they are. That is my heart as their promoter at that moment. It's not about me. And I'm an artist. So you would think, oh, well, she's doing that to, she wants. No, I take a step back and say, you guys are the stars that I need to move here in Las Vegas. With all I've done in Las Vegas, the people that know that when I do something, I do it with everything I've got. So with that being said, I just want the artists that contact me to know I'm going to do everything I can to open doors. And then you're just going to like blow it out of the water because I believe that I believe in you and I know Las Vegas would love you. So this isn't about just me, it isn't. This whole journey that I'm on and this whole mission that I'm on is to like unite and push the music into a city that has everything, but they don't have this. And I talk about it all the time that it takes a very strong person to be a person that promotes people because you really have to have your mindset that they are the ones that you need to move. It's about them. And when you have events, it's about them. But if you're not an artist, you kind of don't get that. Sometimes it turns around and it becomes about the event, how much money, how much this, how much that about you. And I guess what I'm trying to say is with me, I'm an artist, so I want what an artist would want. And that's where my mind is at. So with that being said, I'm so glad that we have someone here with us. Yay! He came in and this is a surprise. This is a surprise for everybody. But I have one of the band's musicians, aka superstar. I have Johnny on the other end of the line. Hold on, I'm gonna bring him in. Oh, here we go. Oh, there you
Can
are.
you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yay!
Yes, I can hear you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, Veronica. A pleasure as always. Shout out to
Yes,
everybody
I'm so
tuning in.
excited. I'm so
Thank you, guys.
excited that you were able to come on. See, it was like meant to be.
Of course, of course. And I heard your message there, what you're talking about, Veronica. I absolutely love it, and I've been behind you since day one,
Thank
since you believed in us as an artist yourself, and as a Las Vegas productions and promoter, event coordinator that you're doing down in your city
my
of Las Vegas.
territory.
So, right. So I just find it very funny that these other parts are, you know, come in into your city and try to dictate what you should do and who you should bring and what you should put on and what you should do for your city. I'm in the same boat, Veronica. From Tucson, Arizona. I have my own conjunto. If
Yes.
anybody doesn't know me, Johnny J. Martinez, play accordion for Conjunto Diferencia, right here in Arizona. And I deal with the same thing in my city. And you know what I said, Veronica, with your guidance and mentors of others, as an artist myself, it's time that I start throwing events here. And we're starting to do that
Great.
ourselves. So, and you know what? We don't let no one out of our state. We stay in our lane. Of course, we've both been to Texas. I've seen you there, San Antonio. We love you guys, familia over there. And we go there just to show our music. That's my roots. Even though I'm from Arizona, my roots come from Texas. My ancestors, my bloodline is Tejano. So I grew up with it. And of course, I grew up with norteño musics right here in the northern Mexico, southern Arizona music area. Frankie's grew up with New Mexico style music. And that's what makes us different. That's why we're called Diferencia. We make a difference in our conjunto style that we play. It all comes from South Texas, where to me, conjunto music is the home of all of the music you guys hear today that comes
Right.
out of Texas. So conjunto doesn't have any lines or borders; it goes beyond, and you're a great example of that. At bringing us to the Las Vegas
Yeah.
Honey Dance, the
Yeah.
first annual one, and that was amazing, Veronica. So we had people come from out of state, from Washington, Colorado, Chicago, Texas, California. And you threw a great event. We had Garza and La Naturaleza. We kept it up puro con that night, and it was awesome, man. Give the opportunity for people that are over there already to experience not only out of towners, but locals get to hear what Tejano Conjunto music is, and I love it. So thank you, and I'm so honored, and I speak for the band that you have brought us back again for the second year, along with Tejano 520 and the 805 Cali Tejanos. So not only are you mixing it up, you're bringing Tejano and Conjunto together, and I love that. So thank you, Veronica. Appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Speaking to a new promoter yesterday that really deals with DJs. She does like a lot of DJ stuff. I just fired her up about this whole project in Las Vegas. And she, right now, as we speak, I'm in San Antonio right now, but as we speak, she's been going around other venues that I didn't even know about, knocking on doors for you guys. I mean, we're coming together to make this happen in Las Vegas. And it's about our local audience, people that already know Tejano. I call them chiquiados because they are conjunto. They already know. They already know what it is. They already know the places to go. They already know what bands they like, you know. But what about the ones that have no idea? It's almost like, how would I say it? Like they never tasted that food. They never tried it. So I want to give them options. It's not always banda. It's not always sierreño and tuba. There is some really cool other genres out there for the new up and coming generations that never even heard what you guys do, you know. And it's a struggle because they're like, no, 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 no. We just want them to hear, this type of music. So I've got a little team going on over there in Las Vegas now, and it's like we will bring it, we will
Yep.
bring it, and not
Yep.
just 4 days a year, because that doesn't cut it. Because the 4 days a year, that's a great convention for the people that know who that is or what that is. But you know how many conventions we have in Vegas and nobody knows about? You could mention how many conventions we have. We
It's the
have conventions
entertainment
for
capital of the world. So come on.
we have
I
we
mean,
have even we have cell phone conventions, mattress conventions, tennis shoe conventions, electronic conventions, we have every convention imaginable. So when it comes to Vegas, we don't think about the conventions. We don't know unless we like comic books, then we'll go to the comic book convention. But what if you never saw a comic book before? You would never go, right? So that's what I'm talking about, conjunto and tejano. Like, why would they go see that if they don't know what it is? So I'm fired up about it. It's such a it's such a great moment right now. It's like a movement of the music, that I'm making happen. And a lot of people don't understand my drive. I mean, I had a situation. I'm not going to say much, but nobody understands my drive. They really don't. And then when it finally happens, they'll say, "Oh, okay, I see it." But not everybody sees vision. They don't. And I got to excuse that because they just don't see vision.
yeah. But when you find those who do, you work together, and I'm glad to be part of that with you, Veronica, because we're doing the same thing here in Tucson. Started off playing at one bar. It was a hole in the wall bar. No one went to. First time Conjunto D was there. First time Conjunto has been relevant in Tucson in a very long time. That was when we first started. 3 years later, we're at 8 venues and counting here in Tucson and Phoenix.
Wow.
So you can't tell me what you just said isn't true because it's living proof. Because my generation, my age group, they don't know what Conjunto Tejano is. Unfortunately, there was a fall off between the 90s and the 2000s and 2010s and 20s where our generation didn't get the full experience that the 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s had with Conjunto Tejano. And that's the truth, of course, but it's always been there. It's always been something that we all can relate to. We all grew up with. We all hear it, and it gives us nostalgia. And that's the reason why I love it, the reason why I found my way to Conjunto. Keep in mind, I've been playing the accordion for 4 years. I've been around music my whole life, playing drums,
I can't
piano.
believe it. 4 years.
Yeah,
That's
going on
amazing.
5. But the thing is that if you have passion for something and you want to bring it to people, and if you build it, they will come. So we've done our part here in Southern Arizona. We are the 2024 Uprising Conjunto year for the Puro Conjunto Awards, San Antonio, Texas. And shout out to Jesse Torres, who is gonna be emceeing at your event at the Honey Dance too. So I mean, we can find a way to unite everyone in one spot right there in Las Vegas. I don't know why it has to be one way or the other. Why we always got to be greedy as a culture. Why we got to put one another down. And as the sound for the brown, that's what we are. And it seems to be that we fight with each other more than the other cultures out there. So I think we can fight that, Veronica. I'm doing my part. I don't care what anybody says, and they ain't gonna come into my city of Tucson and tell me what to do because we're already doing it. And I'm just so honored to be able to bring conjunto from where it started at, South Texas style that we play, the whole state of Texas, different adaptations of Tejano conjunto, Chicano music, Americanized style Latin music that is born here in the United States that belongs way higher than it should be in the mainstream channels. And you know what? It's hard. It's my job to do. That's why I'm here. I feel it. So, I have my haters and I see you guys. Thank you guys for your support. I love you guys. You guys are the most important to me. You fuel my fire the most. So thank you guys. And to all my supporters out there, I love you guys since day one. And I already got people hitting me up, Veronica. We can't wait to see you in Las Vegas, from Seattle, from Washington, from that it's the same
Vegas.
place, Oregon,
Yeah,
Chicago. So I love what you're doing, Veronica. Shame on those who tried to limit or dictate or string along up and coming bands like myself or any other bands that have been putting in the work. Shame on those who like to stream along, not give them information until the last second, not let them know what they got to do to get to the event to be part of it. Shame on them for doing that to up and coming artists. And I applaud you for giving up and coming artists, legendary artists, artists grinding right now, putting in the work, have been putting in the work, giving us the opportunity because that's what it's about. I see what you're doing growing. Yeah, they've been around for 25 years. I barely heard you guys in the last 3 years. Sorry, my generation, my age group, which is a
right.
big gap from, the OGs, the originals, to the young crowd. And I'm so honored and proud of all these youngsters that are picking up the squeeze box and getting out there and just jamming. And they're the ones that are going to keep it going. But if we don't set the right example for them, it's all going to be the same that these OGs have left for us. Where, the music was awesome, but all these promoters, it ain't the 90s no more, guys. Get it together. Come on. It's 2025. Social media is real.
Right.
Artists have control. We have power. So please don't let us use it. How about you work with us? And
Yeah.
we move this Tejano and movement conjunto and whatever you love Latin music forward. I don't care what it is. It's better to work together than against each other. I just don't understand it, Veronica. But I'm here to
I couldn't.
do what I got to do to change it.
You're saying it perfect. Opening the door right now would even reopen the door for the old school ones. It would reopen the door for the OGs because the new generation won't be able to get enough of it. You know what I mean? They'll want to know like what else is
Yeah.
there, and especially in my
I'll tell you
city.
right now, hip hop is dead, and I come from hip hop. Latino music is rising. All these
Yes.
youngsters want to hear cumbias and want to dance. They're starting to realize what live music is and was. I can't understand that mumble stuff. I loved hip hop, I loved R&B, but I always had my heart in Latino music, conjunto music. So now's the time, and I hear it, I feel it. You know, friends of my generation who didn't even listen to conjunto, I have them all at my party dancing. No drama, good vibes. You know, good
Right.
stuff. Stuff of that I
Great,
remember
great
as a kid.
vibe.
So yeah. And
I look.
last year we had what 40 to 60 people show up
Yeah,
when you were
but we
told
had a
by
great.
a certain promoter that this ain't gonna happen. No one's
Yeah.
gonna come here.
And you know what? I was just talking about this yesterday to someone, and it was just kind of like a very like interesting conversation because it's almost like no one understands what I'm doing. That's what I was told. No one understands what you're trying to do, but great things are never understood. I mean, if you look at the greatest of the greatest, no one understands them. When you're gonna do something great, no one gets it until you see. You got all these ingredients, and until the cake is baked and everybody's eating it, and they're like, "Wow, this tastes amazing together." No one knows, like, why are you mixing all these things? But I know because that's my city. I've been there 23 years. I know that city so well. I know the people in the city. I know the kind of people that are in the city. And I can tell you right now, the minute that you get out there in the big scene of Las Vegas, Johnny, you are going to do so well, because right now I'm doing a small event, but we're trying to get you guys in different venues while you're there. So
Yeah,
that's the goal. And like I said, I'm an artist, so I get it. The more
yeah,
exposure we give you, the better.
yeah. And I encourage all these bands that are being strung along, that are not being told whether they've been selected or not, that are seeking an opportunity to play, that are good enough to play, that have been putting in the work, but for whatever reason, politics or whatever, we don't have other options. We don't have other opportunities. We gotta sit there in our hands and wait for these, so-called veterans, been in the game for so long and whatnot. But why do you string along these bands? Why do you keep bringing the same bands that you do every single year? You're not allowing the product to grow. You're not allowing the culture to be listened to expand. And to tell bands last minute that you've been selected and you're not letting them seek other opportunities is ridiculous. I get the main guys who've been there for years, which the ones that you are actually paying, you know, they're they're established, so you're gonna have them as your headliners. But all these other bands that are attending your event just to get exposure, and you're shutting us down, or you're stringing us along, or handicapping us, or putting limitations on us and our exposure, that's not right. So, same here in Tucson Casino. We have a few casinos here that only bring a few artists here once or twice a year. That's not enough. And I'm gonna do my part starting July. You guys will hear. Follow my page, Johnny J Martinez, Frankie Johnny, su conjunto diferencia. You'll see the band I'm bringing down for conjunto here. It's gonna be a great night. We're gonna start kicking off, and I bring more than one band here, one every time of the year as I can going forward, starting with that July for and July. So I'm excited for that. I'll give you guys more details as we get everything secured and lined up. But any bands in Texas, give me a call. Y'all know who I am. Y'all can hit me up if you want to come out to Tucson. I will get you paid, and I will get you the exposure you're looking for. And Conjunto's alive and well here in Tucson, and it's alive and well in Vegas. We proved it last year. And me and
Yeah,
Chago Santiago Garza, we killed it. We had a great time. Didn't affect anything else that was going on in the city at
no,
all.
no.
So it's hilarious that I hear some of the rumblies and ruffled feathers.
Yeah.
Once you start doing something, Chaparita Veronica over there, you know.
Well, I just feel like if you want, like I've always said it, if the door's not going to open, you got to build your own door. And that's always been my motto. That's what I live by. Like if I'm not going to get on this stage, well, then I'm going to get on this one because I'll have the event and I'll get on that stage. So, like, for the artists coming into Las Vegas, they don't really have a way to show their talent. So I'm gonna build the doors.
Well, I
I'm gonna
applaud
build
you
the doors.
because you were able to get Santiago Garza on the news, the local news. So
Yep, five.
I didn't see any other artists do that while they were in Vegas. So I'm just saying,
No,
man, that's a door
and
you
that
opened up for
really,
them. And that was cool to see. I was at the newsroom myself. I got to go down with you guys and be part of that, and be able to see Conjunto on a news station, getting exposed to all the locals.
right.
And we had a good turnout because of that. I truly
Yeah,
believe that did help, and put more you know more alert on what's going on and what you're doing. So
yeah.
that's cool that you did that. Local news in Las Vegas, putting a conjunto artist, one of my favorites and the best in the game, and La Naturaleza, they put him on tap right there, and that was cool, man. So shout out to you for doing that. That's the first time I've seen anybody in Las Vegas do that for an artist. So that's really
Thank
cool what
you.
you're doing.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. And like I was saying, because I am an artist, I know what you need. You don't need to tell me, oh, can we get this? Can we try to get over here? If there's an opportunity, I'm going to say, look, there's a place here. You could be on this podcast. You could do that. Like right now, I'm like cooking it up and stuff. Um, Honestly, I don't have in my mind that I'm going against anyone. I just have, let's get this talent to Vegas. Let's get this music to Vegas. That's all my mindset. I'm not even going any other direction in my brain. Like how do I say, no tengo malintenciones. Like I'm not
Yeah.
thinking maldicias, you know, I'm thinking this is fantastic, you know, that I can
Yeah.
do this for somebody. So that's kind of where I'm at. And if anyone says anything different, I want them to know with all my heart, genuinely, transparently, I want to move this music in Las Vegas. I want Las Vegas to know the music. That's where my heart's at. It's not about anything else. That's where I'm at. So if anyone ever asks, like, oh, you know, why is she doing that? If this is going on, no, that's not what it's about. It's about you guys. It's about me. It's about art. It's about music. That's
Yeah.
where I'm at with that.
Well, last year, if I believe your show didn't even interfere with any other scheduled performances. So I applaud you for doing that because you're not looking to step on anybody's toes. You're not looking to take away from anybody. But in turn, I did see that there was an after party scheduled out of nowhere for the first time ever at this event. And I'm just like, ain't that, so coincidental? But it is what it is. You know, people play petty games and they want to be petty. That's fine with me. And like I said, I have no problem talking about it. And I'm not scared because everything I've done on my own. I've had little help. And once we got to where we're at, yes, we actually networked and got promoters and DJs and distributors. But to get to that point, no one helped me. I'm a band from Arizona who plays conjunto. There's only one band in Southern Arizona, Tucson, who plays conjunto, and we bring that style to our city. So we love it, and we're looking to bring more bands, like I said, out to Tucson. And if you guys want to do a little circuit, head up to Phoenix. We got venues in Phoenix for you guys. And if you guys want to keep going on down to Las Vegas, Veronica, she's one call away, and we get you guys set up. And that's my goal. We got Frankie over there in New Mexico. So Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada,
Yes.
donde quieras, and it
Eventually,
keeps growing.
and
So
we're gonna get to Cali too. You know, I was
yeah,
born and raised in Cali. I performed there many, many times.
yep,
You
Conjunto's
know,
alive and well there. We
yeah,
played in the whole town. I know you're familiar with that, New Hall. Me and Frankie
yeah.
were invited 2 years in a row. We showed Conjunto down there at the Santa Clarita Film Festival.
Yeah,
Tejano was brought up there. So,
I lived in Santa Clarita for about, I don't know, 7, 8 years. I
yep.
know exactly where the San Fernando Valley is where I grew up. So it's right down maybe an hour or two from there. So all that area. And then I know that there's areas in Bakersfield, Fresno, Santa Maria,
There's
Salinas.
the
They're all about that.
Sacramento, Sacramento Conjunto Fest, San
Yeah.
Diego's a big melting pot for music. So there's opportunities there. Enough of the old ways of promoting. I know you old promoters are still out there. Newsflash. It's over. There's no more Elvis and the Colonels. There's no more, that Jewish guy who screwed over the NWA. I'm sorry, guys. Your time's done. So get with the program. And if you promoters don't like it, I don't want to work with you. I don't need you. Us artists don't. Let me say it right. Us artists don't need you. We don't need you promoters. We have the ones that are willing to work with us to help us move up. And the ones that are talking and going to the side and blacklisting and blackballing artists, those days are done. Just because you want your power trip, it ain't gonna happen no more. The power is in the artist's hands, and I'm gonna prove it. Veronica's gonna prove it. All these other artists that are taking advantage of social media already and doing their thing, they're already proving it. So you guys got to get aboard, man, and stop hating. Join.
That's social
Conjunto means
media.
together. Come
Yeah.
together. We
Social
have
media
so
is
much
big.
yeah, we have so much Latin presence in our country, but we're so busy bickering with our own selves. We could be coming together and taking over. That's where we should be thinking.
Wow, that's a really big statement right there, and you're right. You're right. And with social media, it's so much easier now, you know, to
Yeah,
get to the masses. You know, for you could be on TikTok for maybe 10 minutes and you've already got like 1,000 people watching you. You know, so I mean,
yeah.
before you would have to like pay the radio stations, pay to get ads, pay this, for people to see it on actual print or hear it in the car. But it's not like that anymore. Numbers are numbers.
Yeah, and shout out to 100K Films. We just dropped our music video for Amorcito Consentido. Our album's coming out. Thank you to Mr. Isaac de los Santos, Tejano Roots Hall of Famer, by the way, who believed in the band from Tucson, Arizona, Conjunto style, enough to sign him to his label. Shout out to Joaquin Chavez, Los Conjunto Boys, Mo, Isu Conjunto, David, Flores, Los Alacranes, who are all part of the label. And it just goes to show you that if you put your mind to something, hard work, you don't put others down, you support everyone, you support your music, your culture, things can happen. I'm living proof of that. So I'm excited for what you're doing. Make sure you guys check out our album. It's going to be dropping here and available for sale and download. It's going to be Conjunto Fied by Conjunto Diferencia. We're going to be playing all those jams at the Honey Dance too, and we're
Yeah.
excited to be there with Tejano 520, Mike Gallegos, and the fellas, and then
We got
added to
805
the show.
Cali. Yeah,
Yeah,
805 Cali Tejanos
yeah.
and DJ Ray. DJ Ray's coming
DJ
back for
Ray.
the second
Yep.
time.
And I love DJ
You know,
Ray, big supporter. So
he believes in the mission. He sees the vision, and that's really what I'm calling all visionaries. That even people from Las Vegas that watch this, if you guys are watching this and you're in Vegas, please come out and support this. Come hear what I'm trying to show the city that we need. So we have more music, more, and then we have representation. We don't have any music represent the bilingual community, the Chicanos. We don't. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're
yeah,
either blues, country, English, or even Motown, the old school stuff, or the regional Mexican banda, norteño,
reggaeton,
sierra.
yeah, all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, so we
which is
don't
fine.
have the
Yeah,
people that speak both.
and those genres have their gente, and they go out and support that. But what about our gente, the Americanized Chicanos, the
We
Hispanics
don't.
born here,
We
where
are
we
not
love our
represented.
jazz, rock, roll, blues influence, and our, boleros and our conjunto song and our norteño songs, and that are from artists that are from here. You know, so I totally agree with you on that, Veronica. Thank you for allowing me to speak on your show today. It's been bothering me because
I know
as an
it's
artist,
in your mind. You wanted to.
as an artist, we submit our applications. We've been lucky enough to be invited to Fanfare, to Market Square Spring Fest for the last 3 years, to be chosen, and really one of the only bands from Arizona to be selected. To be honest, so that is an honor in its own. We take great pride in representing our state, especially our city of Tucson. Our Tucson is blowing up, and especially Tejano Conjunto. um, I could say it's truly just taken off, and I'm excited to be part of that. And the reason why it's happening, and I know it could happen in Vegas too, not once a year, not for 4 days out of the year, but continuously throughout the
Yeah,
year, where we can have residency, where our genre of music can be established there and have its platform for those who love it that come from out of town all throughout the year, not just once a year. That, hey
right.
man, I want to, I'm not staying at Caesar's Palace tonight for the weekend. It's my birthday. I want to do a little hip hop. I want to do a little old school R&B. But you know what? I'm Tejano. I want to go listen to a Tejano show or conjunto.
Right.
I can't find one unless you're there during
You
July
know,
weekend. So
people have said that.
yeah,
Like, I want to go to Vegas and say, "Hey, where's the place where there's playing conjunto? Where are they
yeah,
playing
where I
tejano?"
could
We'll
go
go.
dance some Tejano or Latino regional music, on the strip or even somewhere in, big enough to have that type of showcase or crowd throughout the year. So I
Right.
see your vision, Veronica. That's why I'm aboard with it. I've
Thank you.
heard, and I've heard from other artists, and that's what I'm saying. You promoters think those artists don't talk to each other. We talk to each other because we want to know what's going on with you and what you guys are trying to do, and we'll expose you. I don't give a damn. So I've talked to artists telling me, "Oh, don't do this. If you do that, if you leave this event, don't expect to be called here ever again." That's ridiculous. And you know what? You can take your invitation and shove it up your ass. I said it because I don't care. I'm doing my own thing and I'm proud of it. And we're going to bring Conjunto Tejano here to Tucson, Arizona. Like it's already started. Like I said, one venue to 7 to 8 venues within 3 years consistently. Shout out Little Mexico, Santa Rosa Cafe. Shout out to the Outlaw Bar. Shout out to the Edge Bar. Shout out to Brick Box Brewery. Shout out to Marine Corps Lounge. Shout out to a Casino Ballroom. Shout out to the list goes on that we're taking over here. And from one bar to all these bars I mentioned, playing Conjunto consistently, Tejano presence. That's an accomplishment that I'm proud of, and it's only going to get bigger. So,
Yeah, I'm really proud of you guys. You guys have done so much, and I'm excited for Vegas. for the young people to see you in Vegas, for the people your
Yep.
guys' age to follow you, and you get all these new fans from Las Vegas. That's like, that's exciting to me. And going back to, what you were saying, do you feel that people have the artist's best intentions in mind when they're doing things?
I think they
No,
have their pockets intentions best in mind.
because, being an
Yeah,
artist,
I think it's their pockets, not the artists, and not the hard work that we put in, not the beautiful music that we create and give to our fans, not the beautiful fans that go out there and dance and show their love and support, not the ones going out there paying their hard-earned money to get into the event that you're overcharging anyways. No, they don't care about those people. They want their pockets filled, and it's obvious. They want the big artists that can pull in the people. Yeah, I get it, but you're not giving love to the up and coming artists. You're stringing them along. You're making them pay. You're making them go out of their way and bend over backwards to just be part of something that they just want to show off their talent or showcase what they bring to the table. So if that's what it was meant for, I don't see it happening. If I'm wrong, prove me otherwise. I would love to be proven otherwise. I went there myself for firsthand and seeing what it was and what it is. And quite honestly, Veronica, I'm happy that you're doing what you're doing.
thank you.
And I don't got to say names or bash anything. And I haven't said one name. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna have to build it. Just
I'm
build
with
it.
you. We already started. Last year was great. Having the shuttle take them from here, point A to your event was awesome. Um, being given an option to not pay as much to go to an event, to go to your event, there's the ones of the more important things for me. Giving the option to Conjunto fans as a late night event. Because let's be honest, the Conjunto don't get love like it should. It's just the way it is. On all the stations, we get 15 minutes of play, and the rest is Tejano. Well, nothing against Tejano. I love Tejano too, but I'm Conjunto, so I'm gonna stick up for my Conjunto brothers and those Conjunto heads out there and all those people who love Conjunto. We don't get enough, and I'm glad it's starting to change. I see it changing. I see the
Well, I can
crowds.
tell you
See
one
where they're
thing.
going.
I
So
can tell you one thing. Las Vegas is going to embrace Conjunto once they see it.
yeah, they get and
Just
they wait till they hear that Arizona style Conjunto, which is a little bit different,
yeah.
But
And
I love all my Conjunto brothers.
yeah,
The one thing about Conjunto is we love each other, man. We support each other from Los Estrellas de Oro over there in Texas. I'm sorry, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, to Califas and California, to Naturaleza and all those legends over there in San Antonio. Um, it doesn't matter, man. That's one thing I could say is the Conjunto bands, man, we usually get along. So proud to be part of that world and all those artists, man. I can name off a bunch that just give me nothing but positive feedback. Learning moments of learning to me, giving me advice, mentorship, and I see a lot of Cheeseman and Vidia on the other side. I'm sorry, the Tejano side is damn. I'm like, I thought our waters are full of sharks, but damn, there's some sharks over there.
and I'm a little dolphin. Like, can I just have a good time? Can I just
Yeah, we're just
jump?
trying to navigate through it. Yeah, but shout out to the Conjunto world, man, the Conjunto verse, all my Conjunto maniacs. I love you guys, man. You guys really know how to come together, and that's what Conjunto means together. So that it's amazing to see and if we keep going, guys, we're gonna take over. It's gonna be the Conjunto takeover.
You guys do your thing. Las Vegas is a pure market. Like, seriously,
It's for
we
everyone.
are
Mariachi, banda, norteño, tejano,
yeah.
it's an open market. There's enough
It's open. There's
ocean
no.
for
Oh yeah.
everyone to
There's
eat. And that's what I
yeah.
think, man. You're either being selfish, greedy, power hungry. I don't know. Call it what you want. But man, there's enough to eat for everyone.
There's a lot of cake. So George
Yeah.
Vincent is online and he's saying Cali supporters, Conjunto and Tejano, Musica Vale. So yeah, he's I actually have an interview with him soon. But hey, George, if You can invite people to Las Vegas on July 10 from Cali. That would be amazing. Have the people come to our event just to support what I'm trying to do in Las Vegas, because Las Vegas needs to see what this is, what we're bringing to the table. All they know is banda. All they know is norteño. And we've got Johnny right here that's an amazing, amazing musician. I want to pack the house. I want to
Yeah.
pack the house. Tickets are $10 this time because it's a different venue and the man has to do something. He's putting up everything else. So tickets are $10 if you buy on pre-sale. Everybody has to get a ticket except the musicians. Okay, but everybody else does, because that's the only way. If this works out, this man said I could have an event there twice a month. Twice.
There you go. All your bands trying to get to Vegas outside of the 4 days a year. I
Gotta
mean, come
support
on.
it, 'cause
You're gonna get
that's the only
paid.
money. $10. I mean,
You're gonna
you
get your
spend
room
10 bucks on a
covered.
bottle of beer. I mean, on a case of beer. You spend more than that. So, right?
That's the cheapest club entry I've seen in Vegas. I'm just saying.
Yes, trust me. I
Yeah,
know on the strip you ain't talking no $10. You're looking at like $100 for all those
yeah,
big clubs on the strip. Like, they're expensive. So
I
just
know.
yeah, he said done deal, Veronica. Thank you
And
so
then
much.
Cali, you'll have Cali's very own Tejano, right? Cali
The
805
805
Tejano.
Cali
Yeah.
Tejano, they're from Cali. They're from Cali, and this is gonna open the door for more bands. That's the main thing. Later we're gonna look back and say, remember the first bands that started this in Vegas? I mean, that's gonna be like historical, right? They're the
I'm
ones that
excited.
open the door for all the
Yeah,
other bands.
and I
So
want
that's
other
what,
bands to come out. More other. Me and you are gonna work together. We've already talked about it. And I got a lot of artists that are reaching out to me to come to Tucson. And that being said, you guys are down here. We'll find a way to get you to Phoenix, or we'll get you to Las Vegas, but we'll make it worth your while, guys. We are artists ourselves.
yeah,
We're not
we
no sleazy
understand it.
promoters. We're not janky promoters. We're artists, and we're taking control. And I'm
And
tired.
we know what artists need because
Yeah,
we are
and I'm
artists. So
tired.
we know,
And I'm
yeah,
tired. So I'm tired of it. And this time, you ain't gonna get all that tiredness. You're just gonna get paid, play
yeah,
your
that's
music,
what we want.
jam
This is
out
where you
for the
gotta be
people.
at. Yeah.
Your rooms are taken care of, and we'll get you guys back where you need to be. And that's just all of that. And all this
See?
extra stuff that these promoters put you through, man.
Too much. Too
Nah,
much.
I ain't with that.
George is saying $10 is affordable. Amazing feat. And I'm gonna tell you why. This man usually charges $25 to go in, and he wanted to give me something for putting it. I said, I'm not trying to make money, sir. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get Las Vegas to hear this music. The money will come. If I'm going to get blessed with money for doing this, it's going to come. Whether it's with my own performances, with these, whatever it is. But that's not
Future
my
events.
focus.
Yep.
My
Yep.
focus right now is wake up, Las Vegas. You've been missing out on these kind of dances, these kind of bailes. Do you understand that this exists? And this kind of music exists, and you could have a good time, a clean time. You know, I'm not saying that those genres create chaos, but sometimes, because I know there's big events out here that are more regional, and there is different kind of
Yeah.
vibe.
I tell
Okay.
you what, that vibe don't happen much at Conjunto or Tejano. Ain't
No,
nothing
it
but
doesn't.
goddamn. If you know, you know. That's all I gotta say. You know, you know.
Yeah, that's all I
And
gotta
we
say
don't
to
have
you.
that. I can't go to Vegas right now, this weekend, and say, you know what, tell my lady, hey, let's go to a Tejano dance, or let's go to a club that has Tejano Conjunto. It doesn't exist.
No,
I can't throw
it
my
does.
boots on. I can't throw my cowboy hat on, my Tejano style hat on. I can't throw on my belt. I can't go out there and get an affordable price, and not even an expensive price, to enter a club that plays Tejano Conjunto the whole night. And if I'm wrong,
Right.
Veronica, tell me where that club is, because I'll be over there.
There isn't. It's in
Okay.
the future. It's in the future, owned by me.
Hey,
It's
I'm
a
with it.
club
I'm
called,
down.
wait. It's La Consentida Club down the street and down the strip, but it's not there. They don't know it's gonna be there, but it's gonna be there. You
Just
know?
put it by Tacos Gordo, and I know
Yeah.
you'll
As a
get
matter
that
of
whole
fact,
line. That whole line will go to yours right next. So you know what I'm saying?
let's just go right there, right? Tacos Gordo.
Yeah. Boom. Or from there to there. It's win-win.
Yeah,
Shout out
because
to Tacos Gordo, man. That's good stuff.
listen, Johnny. One day I'm gonna be a viejita. It's gonna happen. It's already going that direction. Okay. And when
Yeah.
I'm walking real slow, I just want to sit at my club and drink a little tea and watch everybody else go crazy about putting it all, making everything happen. But I've got to think about that club already because I don't want to think about it later. I want it now in my
Uh,
mind.
you have vision, Veronica, and that's what
I
you
have
mentioned
vision.
earlier. I got vision too. And you know what? The ones who put their vision out there is who make it come to fruition. And I'm all about that. So it's already happened for me. I'm a big believer in law of attraction. You throw it out there and you make it happen. And I ain't nobody gonna stop me. You're gonna have to shoot me if you want to stop me. I'm coming.
Don't even say that.
I'm coming. I am. That's all right if I go out like that, Veronica.
He
It's
meant
okay.
shoot him with a pellet gun.
It's okay if
Throw
I
a
go
beer
out like
at him.
that.
That's
It's
what he
okay.
said.
It's okay if I go out like Tupac. It's all right. But I'm coming, and you guys can't stop me, and you can't stop Veronica. And you guys, I know you guys are out there, ruffled feathers and all sad, all upset. They're taking over my territory. It wasn't yours to begin with. There's enough to eat, bro. Stop being a glutton. God damn it. So that's just what I gotta say about it. I don't care who gets mad. I don't care if they don't like me. You know, I got my peeps over there at Tejas. I love you guys. Thank you all the supporters,
The
familia
ones
who
that
love
are loving
Conjunto.
are so loving,
Yeah,
right?
I got my people over there in New Mexico. Shout out to my New Mexico family in Silver City, Roswell, Las Cruces. We love you guys. Shout out to my gente in Phoenix. We are going to be at the Soundbox for the first time. Once again, opening doors, starting venues, creating havoc in a city that don't like me either. I know you guys in Phoenix don't like me. Not the gente. I know you know who I'm talking about. But it don't matter, man, because it goes back. It's like the ASU Arizona rivalry, Wildcats versus Sun Devils. It's all good. It's all good. But let's come together, and you guys know who I'm talking about. Put your egos aside. Let's throw a show together and let's see what
Yes.
happens. I guarantee you'll have a change of mind about me and what I'm doing. But it don't matter with or without you guys. I'm doing it. So shout out to the Soundbox, Armando. Thank you, brother, for opening that door for us. We're gonna have a lot more events there. That's gonna be happening in May. We're gonna be opening up for the Crazy Pimps here in Tucson, Arizona, at Whiskey
Wow.
Roads. So not only have I opened up, privilege and honor to open up for the Crazy Pimps, we opened up for Josh Baca and the Hot Tamales, Juanito Castillo, Stevie Ray Beverages, and Jaime's Place. We worked with the La 45. Had the honor to open up for Los Desperados, and we got hated on because we put as closers. We didn't get chose. We didn't choose our time slot. But you're gonna hate on us because we're the closers for the Desperados. The Desperados were jamming to our stuff after we were done playing. So it's funny how people hate. I laugh at that. But anyways, we opened up for the Desperados. We opened up for the Garcia brothers this past year. We had the opportunity to open up for J.R. Gomez and Los Conjunto Bandits in Lordsburg, and also at Whiskey Road. So it's an honor and privilege to continue to have these opportunities. These are legends in my mind. I got to talk to Jaime de Anda while I was in San Antonio. He made me play his accordion in front of him, which I was nervous as hell. But shout out to him, man. He was my hero when I was growing up. Reason why I love Conjunto. Being able to speak with Boni Mauricio, being able to work with Isaac de los Santos, came all the way down to Tucson, the Honor Roots Hall of Famer, and jam with us at Little Mexico and at the Marine Corps Lounge was amazing. Joaquin Chavez jammed with us in Breezy's out there in Victoria, Texas.
We
Being
gotta
able
get
to play
him
in
out there.
Corpus Christi. He's
We
coming.
gotta,
They're all coming. I'm not, when I
oh,
tell you I'm bringing bands, I'm serious. They're coming. I just don't want to say nothing until I see it on paper. So once it's on detailed on paper, I'll drop it to you guys. You guys know who's coming. I'm gonna tell you right now. Keep a lookout for Santiago Garza, La Naturaleza. He'll be with us in Tucson very soon. We're still working out the details and dates. And as well, we got to open up for Santiago Garza as well. So it's been an honor and a privilege doing it at your Honey Dance first year. Um, two Tejano Rue Hall of Famers and Santiago Garza and also Pops Jose Garza inducted. Uh, it's just amazing, Veronica, and I thank you for that. You're a big part of me being able to know those guys. opening up doors, building bridges, networking, helping one another out, sharing and liking, supporting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard of that.
I
Working,
have
finding out if I can bring a band over, which I'm working in
yeah,
right now. What do you got?
I've got George Vences from California saying having haters means you're doing something right.
Exactly, brother. Yep. I got plenty of those. There's a line for that club.
Ruffling feathers, but I'm trying to make a peacock. I'm trying to make. I want
Yeah,
to
we
ruffle
keep
them, but I
talking.
want them to open up like a peacock.
But I said what I had to say, Veronica. I appreciate you giving me that little bit of time. I've been wanting to talk about that. Usually I keep it to the point, keep it pretty civil and cool. I'm not here to cause trouble or
No, but you
disrupt.
know
But
what? You're
in
passionate
this
about it
case,
because you're
I'm gonna
passionate.
let it free. Yeah.
It's fine when you're passionate about something and something's trying to like change that passion. It frustrates us, as artists because we have so much vision. That's why we create because we're emotional, we're passionate. So like we're gonna speak it like that. That's what makes us artists.
Yep. And I don't like this where we come all the way out of town, and because another promoter, DJ, radio personality, podcaster that one person does not like, and now they're telling you, oh, don't even bother coming, you're canceled. Don't even bother showing up if you go and talk to those individuals. Keep in mind, I'm not being paid to go out of state to go seek exposure. The whole reason I'm there doing your show for free, by the way. And you're telling me that I can't go talk to another influencer, podcaster, DJ because you have some type of quarrel with that. What in the hell does that have to do with me as an artist coming from out of state?
Yeah, I think people mix their own personal feelings with our lives when we're coming from outside.
Yeah,
It's
you
weird.
invited me here. You want me here. You have 40 people who paid a ticket in your club right now to listen to us. That's why they called the uncancel. But I said, nah, you want us back, you owe us an apology. And you better give us some pay for doing all this trouble.
Did
And you
you
know
get
what,
it?
Veronica? Did we play that night? We did. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. The next day, during the award ceremony, a band they brought all the way out from Phoenix told them you're not even on the list to play.
Wow.
So me being the person I am, looking for the future of the culture and leading by example, I gave up 30 minutes of my time for this band to be able to get up there and play at this award ceremony.
That's
Didn't have
really
to do
nice
that,
of you.
but I found, you know what? I've done this show before. I've came here, I've established myself here. This is their time. This is their chance. So I gave them that opportunity. But nobody
That's
talks about that. I don't bring that up. I don't throw it in nobody's face. But now that you got
yeah,
me here talking,
people really
I want
don't
people to
talk
know that
about.
these things go on behind the scenes for upcoming artists. These things really happen to between promoters that want to have that power trip or still think they're in the '90s where they can put the thumb on bands because they don't have any other way to get exposure. Well, guess what? We got ways to get exposed here, and I'll expose your ass at the same time. So I'm with it. I'm with it, man. So I'm sorry, Veronica. I had to
That's
get,
okay. You're on a roll
you know.
tonight. It's okay. I think I should get something to drink. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I don't
that's all
even
I gotta
drink.
say. I appreciate you having me, Veronica. I'm excited. Make sure you guys head out to Las Vegas, July. Let me get the date right. July
July
10th.
10th. Here, let me put the flyer on here real quick.
July 10th, and
Yeah.
this is the second annual Honey Dance with DJ Ray, ourselves, Conjunto D, and 805 Cali Tejanos,
And Tejano
along
5.
with Tejano 520. So, and then special guest Jesse Torres in the house emceeing for the night.
Yep.
And not
And
only that, what are we doing for you, Veronica?
I'm doing my CD release that night in Vegas. So all the people that have supported me all these years, I want them to come see what music I'm singing now. So I'll be doing some of my songs off my album.
Awesome. Get her album, guys. Awesome. I love your album, by the way. We're gonna
Thank
be
you.
working together here pretty soon. I don't know if we told anybody that, but they just found out right now. So
Yeah,
Dropping
because if we go
bombs
on the
today.
road, we got to be able to do all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah, we'll
I
be working together
appreciate
soon,
you.
so keep a
I
lookout for
appreciate
that.
you very much. I
Yeah,
appreciate your belief in me before everything. Your belief in what I'm trying to do.
igualmente, igualmente.
Um, I think you guys are amazing. I mean, everybody on your team is amazing. I love all of you guys as like family, you know.
Yep,
And
love my whole team. You need a team sometimes to get going, so shout out to
yeah,
the team. Thank you.
yes, and I couldn't do it without people like you. I couldn't because it would just be me by myself, and they're like, "You're crazy. What are you trying to do?" You know. But the drive that you have, the drive these bands, 805 Cali has been calling me since last year's event, just wanting to come, wanting to come. They're like, "I don't care what you give us, just we want to be part of this movement in Vegas because if I open the door." Then guess what? Now they could play different venues. I could bring people out, and one could be on one side of town, another one could be on another side. This town is huge. And we've got so many venues. We've got
Yeah,
so many casinos. It's the
365, not
perfect
4 days, 365 days a year.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So like I don't want to have anything that's similar to what they do at all. What I'm trying to do is put it to our local people. That's what I want. I want our local people to go in, walk down the strip, and there's a speaker playing conjunto or tejano on the strip. They go in there and the band is playing in there. That's what I want. I want people to be able to walk down Las Vegas Boulevard and we have a place where people of our genre go and hang out. They've got a country bar. They've got
I'll
a
tell you
Hawaiian
what. I
bar.
mean, I would
They
be in
got all
Vegas
these
a lot
bars.
more. I would be in Vegas a lot more if that was the case. I tell you what, I would
I'm
be there
telling
a
you,
whole lot more.
you notice that there's a country bar, there's a Hawaiian bar. Walking down the strip, there's every kind of place you can imagine that has music. There's lounges, there's
Yeah,
people listening
techno.
to jazz and everything,
Yeah.
techno and clubs, but we're not represented anywhere at all. So like that's my vision that we
And I
have a
see a
spot.
lot of Latinos out there. I tell you what, a
Oh,
whole lot of
trust me.
Latinos walking the
And a
strip.
lot of Chicanos. Like there's a lot of
Yep,
Chicanos.
yep.
Yeah. I was talking about the music to a lady at a place I was at, and she literally she took my number and she wrote to me yesterday. She's like, give me the link to the ticket. She already bought 2 tickets. And I'm like, my heart started beating. I'm like, they
Where
want
is
something different.
where is the What's the name of the venue? Where is it located, Veronica? I don't think we said that.
Okay. Okay, let me get the flyer up again. So it is Motown Extreme Theater, and it's 9175 South Las Vegas Boulevard. So when you're driving in town from California, you're going to pass the first casino, which is South Point, going down towards the strip. It's going to
I
be
love that
right after
casino,
the South Point Casino in a shopping mall. That's where the theater's at. Now, it's
and
a theater.
that's not very far from the strip, to be honest with you,
No,
Veronica.
it's not. It's probably about 10 minutes.
Yeah, because I've been to South Point Casino, and if it's
Yeah.
close to that, that's not very far from the strip. So
It's
I like it.
probably it's probably about 4 blocks from South Point going towards the strip.
That's badass. Also, you already got sponsors, right?
I've got 2, and I've got to say I've got 1, and the other one's getting confirmed. So I will say thank you to Marta Ceja from a clinic that she has here. She sponsored a little bit. She's the first sponsor, so I'm very excited about that. But I've got a whole bunch of things waiting for me when I get back. So hopefully we got enough sponsors. I think I will. And the more people hear about this, the more people are interested in helping. So that's really,
Just to let you
really
guys know, this is legit. She has sponsors. I say we because I feel like I'm part of I am part of your event. So god damn it, it's
yeah.
we. But we got sponsors lined up for this event, guys. It's legit. Again, we're not trying to step on toes. I'm just trying to get out there and bring conjunto for you guys in a later part of the evening that has nothing to do with anything else.
Yes.
I'll repeat that. It has nothing to do with anything else. Doesn't
Right.
interfere with anything else.
Right. And it's nothing. I'm not trying to do anything to anybody else.
We did this last year and it didn't
This
affect
wasn't
anyone
even.
else.
That's not even part of my thinking at all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hey, before I forget this,
Mhm.
listen, George is saying the lowrider movement is huge in Vegas. Now, George, I have not seen it, but you know what would be amazing, George? If some of those lowriders from California want to come to this event, park their cars in this parking lot.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we do oldies. Our style is diverse. I'm
I
telling you,
know.
we're
You know
bilingual. We
what,
do
George?
Chicanos
I
like our
would
music
love,
too. So
I would love it if you could have your lowriders come out. It's $10 a ticket. You know what? You guys are only 4 hours away from Cali. If you guys want to come out, that would be an amazing sight. And I would love for some lowriders to show
you
up
never
just to
know.
promote our
Veronica
city.
might throw a lowrider show competition the same
You
day. You
never
never know.
know. You never
Yeah,
know.
Vegas is a place to do it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So if we did do that, I would include them in the advertising. People could take pictures with their cars outside the event, and
Man.
we will have
And
a
nothing
blast.
goes better with conjunto. I tell you what,
That's
I've been
right.
there. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it
Make it
happen.
happen.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
He said
But
Raza is
again,
huge out there.
I want to thank you, Veronica. I will let you go. I don't want to take up too much of
Okay.
everyone's time because I'll go off and on and
I
on.
know
So
we can talk all night about it.
yeah, I said what I had to say. I appreciate you, everybody, for tuning in and supporting us. Conjunto
Yes.
D, Tucson, Arizona. We'll be in Las Vegas July 10th. We'll be in Plainsview, Texas, June 6th with Stephanie Montiel as the headliner. And you will be there too, right, Veronica?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be a
June
good event
7th.
for you.
June 7th.
June 7th. Yeah, I'm sorry, June 7th. That weekend. So we'll be in West Texas right there with great artists on the lineup. Manlos Hermanos Peña, Sammy Torres. I can't remember them all, guys. So I'll
Yeah.
share the flyer, but head out there and then catch us the next month in Las Vegas. We're going to keep it going, Veronica. I
Keep it
appreciate
going.
you. All those artists out there that want to come out to Tucson or Las Vegas, hit up me or Veronica. We'll make it happen. Can't happen until after July, so don't even ask before July. We are completely booked as a band all the way till July and even further. But I'm going to make some magic happen and bring some bands down to Tucson come in July and going forward. So thank you guys for tuning in. Veronica, appreciate you for having
Thank
me.
you.
Excited for the Tejano Honey Dance event, Las Vegas, July 10th at the Motown Express showroom in Las Vegas. Buy your guys' tickets online now. DJ
Yeah.
Ray, can't wait to see you, brother. Mike Gallegos, Tejano 520, 805 Tejano Cali. I can't wait to see you guys, and we're bringing the Conjunto vibe. So we'll see you all there.
All right. Thank you. God bless you, Johnny. Take care.